Greetings guys, gals, non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. A few weeks ago, I came across this family on TikTok, and I've been putting off making this video for several weeks now, just because of how much it frustrates me. and today I thought I would finally stop putting it off, and I would make this video talking about this family. They are called the Chruco family, and they have 6.3 million followers, and every single video they upload brings in millions of views. And we all know that family channels are just the worst. It's just parents exploiting their children for fame and money. And this family is a mom, a dad, and their two very small kids. One of them, I think, is like under 1 and the other one is 3. And so they have been in front of the camera and doing this quite literally their entire lives. And they are just so... Their content mainly revolves around their 3-year-old Blakely and her dad. And it's a lot of interactions between the two of them. And it's always the mother behind the camera making really loud and excited like commentary and asking questions and like prompting. And it's a really annoying content, and it like frustrates and upsets me to watch. And so today I wanted to share that with you, and we're gonna talk about how just messed up and angering it is that content like this exists. And the thing that led me to this channel and how I got here in the first place is that I was trying to find like content of like toxic girl dads or whatever, you know, like protective dads and how they're really weird about their daughters. And obviously in doing that, I came across these guys because they have the really fun content of like, no dating allowed, no boys allowed, you know, which is always so weird. And it's especially weird when their children are this young. So like they have a ton of videos about Blakely and how she has a boyfriend and these like dates that she goes on. And it's so strange to watch. She has had 2 different boyfriends in the space of the past few months, and they make so much content about it because it brings in so many views. One of the first ones that I saw that I want to share is this one where she's getting ready for her date with this kid named Cash Money. I hope that's not his real name. I really hope that's not his real name. But they exclusively call him Cash. And obviously he has his own TikTok account too, where his name is Cash Money. And the bio reads, the one and only Cash Money. And I so hope that's not a real name, because my good God. Anyway, this is the video of her getting ready for her date.
Babe, you're gonna want to see this right now. Come on.
What am I looking at?
Oh, sorry, girl. Oh, you look beautiful.
I bet the cash money, baby.
She's ready to go see her crush today.
Whoa, what?
Yep, we're going to see her crush.
Who said that? Who came up with this?
You're our chauffeur. You're driving us.
I did not hear about this.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No!
I can see cash money, baby.
Oh.
Yeah. And come on, Dad, we can be 8.
Where are we going?
To see cash money, baby.
Yeah. All right, come on, honey.
It is so obnoxious. I hate the way this woman like speaks, in the tone that she uses and the way that she like leads the conversation and has these prompts. It annoys me to absolutely no end. It is so obnoxious. I just hate the way these videos are led. I hate the characters they have going on. It's just, and you can tell, like, you know, obviously this kid has been so obviously like coached into how she's meant to act and what she is meant to say. Like the fact she's calling him Cash Money Baby, like, you know, she was told that so many times and she doesn't know why. She doesn't really know what's going on or why it's being made into this big deal. But this is her entire life, is that she is told multiple times a day, because they upload at least once a day, sometimes more. So like this is her life, really, of like being told that she has to do all these things and say all these things that she doesn't really understand completely, because it gets a reaction out of her parents and she gets rewarded for it. And it makes me so upset. And like setting your 3-year-old up on dates for content is so odd. Like that's so weird. Kids don't really have a concept of what a date is entirely, obviously, right? And like then setting them up and being like, your crush, you're going on a date with your crush that you call baby and your dad's upset about it. This is funny. This is excellent content. But it's totally fine though, obviously, because she's a little girl and he's a little boy. So it's adorable and it's fine and it's funny content to do that. But imagine if this entire bit that they're doing was setting her up to go on a date with another girl, you know? Like they would not be getting the response that they are. People would be so pissed off and say that, you know, you're corrupting kids and that, you know, you're forcing them to be gay and let kids be kids, etc. Now, I don't think it's right to do either of those things. However, I am aware in watching these videos that there is such a double standard, and I know that this would absolutely not fly if it was anything else. And that adds a whole extra layer of just being pissed off. After this, we move into the actual date that they had, because obviously they had to film that for content too.
Becky, who's next to you? Oh, Cash.
Hi.
Okay, Cash. How old are you, mister? 3 years old? Okay. Are you nice? Oh.
He held the door for her.
You held the door for Becky? Oh. Good job. Oh. Becky wants Knuckles. Hey. Easy with my little one. Oh. Hugs.
Hugs. With the mango, you probably take her.
Oh. Don't get ahead of yourself, sister.
This is so weird. It's so weird. Why are you interrogating a 3-year-old? You know? Like, I know it's all meant to be a joke, but I'm failing to see what's funny about it and why, like, hundreds of thousands of people find this, like, quality content. There are, like, thousands of people who were invested in this, and that's so strange. It is so weird that there are thousands of people who tune in to watch this relationship between 2 3-year-olds. And having this dad, like this man, interrogate this kid and like speak to him with that tone of like, how old are you? Are you nice? Careful with my little one. Like, he hasn't done anything, you know? Like, and all he really knows is that you're speaking to him in this tone and it sounds like you're telling him off, but he doesn't know what for. Like, what has he done that means you should be speaking to him in that tone, you know? And then to your daughter being, after giving him a hug, being like, don't get ahead of yourself. What is that supposed to mean? What is that why are you saying that to your 3-year-old daughter? What is that supposed to mean? What went through your head that made you say that? Why do you think that that is a funny thing to say? It's so weird to be trying to make a like profit and get clout off of like setting up your 3-year-old and then like monetizing their dates. It's so strange. And people eat it up. They just eat it up. And it makes me so uncomfortable. And then like, of course, because of this date that they had and the way that, you know, the Churco family have 6.3 million followers, it means that obviously Cash, his family, can benefit from that as well. So he, of course, has his own account, which has 135,000 followers, and it says the one and only Cash Money only account, which to me implies that if he has to specify that this is his only account, that implies there are people who are trying to impersonate a 3-year-old on this app. That is so wordlessly, unbelievably fucked up. You should not have to specify that this is the only account that exists for a 3-year-old. Firstly, there shouldn't be any accounts for a 3-year-old, but if you have to go into the bio and express that this is the only account he has because there are other people trying to impersonate your 3-year-old child, that should immediately make you be like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't be here. Maybe this isn't good. But no, it's fine, actually. Of course it's fine. If there are other people impersonating you, it means that you're successful in doing something right. It's astounding. It's so gross. Trying to like get views for your 3-year-old off the back of getting views for another 3-year-old. Like, what is going on? How does anyone think any of this is okay? And his videos, they don't perform very well. They only get a few thousand likes, except for this one video that has 2.4 million views. This video has 2.4 million views and 173,000 likes, and that is this video.
Who is Blakely?
My girlfriend?
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Mimi is your girlfriend.
No, our baby's girlfriend.
2.4 million views on this video just because this toddler said that his girlfriend is a different toddler that has more followers. So people are invested. What do the comments say? I actually didn't look at this. Update on this video, actually. I've just gone to the account to look at the comments because I realized I didn't screenshot any, and it now has 2.9 million views and 203,000 likes. And we've got, finally, Cash is found. I finally found Cash. Who else was searching? Cash Money Baby has finally been found. Hallelujah. Can't wait to see them together. Cutest couple on TikTok. Oh my, haha, finally, go Cash Money, bring Blakely flowers right now, haha. Blakely's video was right above this one, the one where he gets her a Lamborghini. And it's just so weird. The amount of people who are like, I was searching for him, finally he's been found, we finally found Cash. Why are you this invested in the relationship between 2 3-year-olds? You do realize how weird that is, right? Yes, a lot of the people who do watch and engage in these videos are children as well. So I understand the sort of like disconnect between knowing what is and isn't okay because they're kids as well. However, a lot of these people are grown-ass adults. Like, there are so many adults who do follow along with this relationship and who do get involved and comment and talk about how cute it is and say that they're fans and that they watch all their videos and that they're invested. And the fact that there are adults who do that and don't see any issue with it and are just like, this is so cute. This is such good content. Like, I need you to stop and I need you to think about everything because this is not normal. It's just not normal. And then we have this one.
Yup. She's gonna see Cash on Sunday. And he's gonna bring her flowers. He's gonna bring you flowers. Oh yeah, she's gonna get flowers. Get flowers. Woohoo! Woohoo! Do you know Cash is using his own money to buy you flowers?
You're a crazy girl.
Don't worry, Daddy. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be right.
This kid obviously just wants to be a kid. You know, like she just wants to go hang out with her friends and spend time with her family. And it's so odd, these like prompts that her mom gives her and the way she responds very much like obviously Blakely just is very just like going along with it and being like, yeah, I'm excited about flowers, when she's just like generally excited about being with her friend. It's just this thing of like, she knows she's supposed to respond excitedly, right? When I'm sure she doesn't actually give a single fuck about getting flowers from her friend. I don't think that that's something that she cares about at all. But, you know, the prompt is there by her mother several times to, you know, tell her that she is meant to be excited about it. And then obviously we have the dad being like, my heart's gonna break into a million pieces. I don't want to talk about the fact that she's talking to another boy. Sir, she's 3. Guys, she is 3 years old. It's not cute. It's just, I don't understand why this type of content is so popular. Like, so many people are like, find it so funny and so relatable of like getting jealous of your 3-year-old daughter going on a date with another boy. Like, it's just not very funny, is it? And like, I don't mean to say that like 3-year-olds can't have like relationships. Like 3-year-olds aren't allowed to have boyfriends or go on dates or whatever. Like, if that's something that they want to do, it's fine. It's innocent. They don't know what it means. When I was 3, I had promised to marry 3 different boys. I had like 3 boyfriends at the same time when I was like 3 or 4 because, I don't know, I just felt like it. And that's something that I didn't know what it meant. That's just what I did. I didn't know you couldn't marry more than one person. It didn't matter to me. It was not real. You don't know what any of that means. You don't know what it means to have a boyfriend. You don't know what it means to get married because none of it fucking matters at 3 years old. If your kids want to do that and they want to like kiss their boyfriend when they're like 3, as long as their boyfriend is also like 3, then who cares? You know, it's fine. It's fine. Just supervise your children. Sometimes they just like to copy what they see on TV or whatever, which is why you've got to supervise them and make sure they're watching things that are appropriate for their own age. But like, don't make it into a whole weird overprotective thing because they're 3. And then finally, the Cash saga ends with a breakup. I actually don't know if it ended. They may have started it back up after this. It might have been a temporary breakup. I'm not sure. But they did have a breakup.
So, Bakey Girl, how was your date?
Daddy bring me flowers and I did cat up with him.
He didn't bring you flowers? So you're breaking up with him?
Yes.
You're breaking up with Cash?
God, this woman annoys me. She annoys me so much. Oh my God. It's the way that this child's lines have been fed to her and she has had to say them so many times and she doesn't really want to, you know, like I'm sure she would rather be doing literally anything else, but this is what gets her attention from her parents, right?
I think this is the best day of my life. I will try my best to make sure no boy will ever break your heart. Ever again. Okay?
Oh, this is so cute. I love you both so much.
Never ever have a brand new dad.
You're never gonna have a boyfriend again?
No.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
I don't understand why these get millions of views. How are there millions of people who get enjoyment out of this? How are there hundreds of thousands of likes on these videos? I do not get it. It's not even cute. I like genuinely don't understand. It's boring, it's annoying, and it's sad. Why are they making like millions of dollars off of this? It's beyond me. If anyone can like understand what it is about these videos that appeal to people, please let me know because I don't get it. And I don't know why you're willing to turn your child's entire life into just one big skit is worth any amount of money. I just do not understand.
Daddy did bring me flowers and I did be up with you. Goodbye forever. No boys forever.
No boys forever. I know you're the happiest person in the entire world right now.
I could do laps around the house right now.
Do it.
Making her say all that without really entirely knowing what it means. And I know that it's not serious. And I know that you don't like care, but you do care, but like making your daughter be like, no boys forever, Cash, I'm breaking up with you because you didn't bring me flowers, and then saying that you're the happiest man in the world because your daughter has just sworn off boys forever. It's such odd behavior. It's such odd behavior. I do not understand and will never understand this weird thing dads have about their daughters dating. Like, why is it such a big deal? Why do you care that much? Why are you so invested in making sure your daughter never even looks at a boy ever? It's really, really odd. It's so possessive. And also it's this fucking hilarious thing of a lot of the time it comes down to like, I don't trust boys not to hurt you. And when you're 3, what do you mean? They're 3. I don't think anything comes into play at all. Every child is kind of acting kind of in a similar way, and that is not gendered at all. The misogyny and the patriarchy haven't quite like set in yet when you're 3 years old. When they get older and they're like teenagers, and then you get into the like, you're not allowed to date because boys will hurt you, they don't respect you. I'm like, is that projecting? Is that because that's how you treat women? Are you worried about people treating women the way you do? Like, what's the issue here? Men love to sit here and be like, not all men, but then they won't let their daughters date because they don't trust men. But hey, it gets millions of views, so why not keep it up? This moves into the fun thing that is weirdly common of making her sign a contract.
What are you doing?
Well, ever since Blakely said that she wanted to go on a date, I decided, you and I,
She just said boyfriend.
yeah, your boyfriend, we're reevaluating our contract. Park? Yeah, you met him at the park? Well, you're never going to see him again. This is our new contract. What do you think that says?
It's Mommy ever.
It definitely doesn't say best mommy ever. It says no boyfriends ever. Yeah, ever. The guy at the park? Yeah, you're not seeing him again.
It's I am.
Oh, really? And when do you plan on doing that?
No, Daddy.
The cuts where you know they told her how to respond and what to say. The way that he takes that tone with her as though she has any idea what she's done wrong. It must be so confusing because like they don't really have a concept between what is real and what is not at this point. Everything they do is real. They don't have a concept of like, this is make-believe for TikTok because they're not playing a game. They're doing what you're telling them to do, and they're doing it in their own home and having this conversation and interaction with like her own parents and being coached as to what to do and how to respond. It's so upsetting. It's seen as this like really funny, silly, not serious thing. But like these kids are gonna need so much therapy. It's just so much therapy further down the line. Have we seen yet any of these like kids from family channels come out and make videos about how that's impacted them? Or are kids not old enough yet? I don't know when the sort of family channels started. I suppose YouTube's been around only like 18 years and there weren't family channels at that point yet. But I'm sure in the near future we will start getting videos of kids who are coming out of these family channels and talking about the trauma that has caused them. And that'll be an interesting sort of day to see. It is so unhealthy and so upsetting. Like, this kid just wants to go to the park. She just wants to go to the park. She doesn't know what you're fucking trying to tell her to do. She doesn't really care. But I do find it funny how, and we go back to the first thing of like how it's only ever like little boy meet little girl, of how it's always like no boyfriend ever. No boys allowed. No, but you're just telling her to be gay. At this point, you're either telling her to be a lesbian or to be aro ace. One of those two things. Either way, you are encouraging her to be queer. And that is amusing to me. I have no idea what these people's views are on being queer. It doesn't particularly matter. I just find it so funny that they don't even see that as an option. Like, it's not even in their heads at all. They're just like, no boyfriends. No boyfriends. Okay, girlfriend then. It's just... And as she mentioned in that video, she was going to the park to see Jack because Jack was her boyfriend before Cash, because obviously we have to keep this saga going and put her in a bunch of different little child relationships to keep the story going, so we can have the like meeting and the dates and the breaking up. And obviously this cycle is going to probably go on for a really long time because people really like this content. Here's a video of her talking about Jack this time.
No, you did not.
She just said I kissed Jack.
Hello, Jack. You kissed Blakely?
I can do this.
Oh, you can't do this?
Yes.
Did you actually kiss Jack?
No.
You didn't? You're just tricking Daddy?
I just do it. I do love that.
Is this true, Jack?
Why are you crying?
I do that.
You want your shoes on to go see Jack?
That I was gonna wait till the end, but that line pissed me off. She's on the floor crying and she wants to put her shoes on. Like, she just wants to have her shoes on, and you straight up just turn that into, you want to put your shoes on to go see Jack? Just forget about your content for like 5 minutes and look after your child. And alternatively, you told her to cry on the floor to put her shoes on, but I don't think you did. This doesn't feel like part of it. This feels like you saw her crying and saw it as an opportunity to use it in your content. And that is so fucked up. Viewing your children's emotions and like the way they are like having sort of moments and breakdowns and just needing help and care, and then turning that into something to move along the plot of your like content that you've got because random strangers on the internet are invested in it, is so gross. It's so gross. And they just keep going. They just keep running with it. Oh, you're crying? You're crying because you miss your boyfriend? Fuck off, maybe. Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, if you go see Jack, there's no kissing.
I want hug.
A hug is okay, no kissing.
She just wants to play with her parents and have a relationship and engage with her family, and she can't without it being turned into fucking content. Everything is about these little relationships that she has, and also like being like, no kissing. A hug is okay, no kissing. You cannot kiss. It's so odd to me because like it's just this weird thing of adults putting like adult connotations onto the actions of children. And it's like a kiss for a 3-year-old literally means nothing. It is nothing. It's just like, oh, mommy and daddy do this and it means they love each other. So if I kiss you, it means I love you. And they kiss like their parents and their siblings as well. It's like, oh, I kiss my mom because I love her. So I kiss this child because I love him. And if you are the ones who are saying you love each other like mommy and daddy love each other, like this is a date, this is your boyfriend, and like when they hear boyfriend, they think of what they see on TV, they think about how their parents interact, they're obviously going to kiss because that's what the world has taught them you are meant to do, you know? And it literally doesn't mean anything at all. It's just something that they do. And it's typically just like a mwah, you know, like it's nothing, because kids don't view things through an adult lens. They don't view anything in any sort of like sexual way at all, because that is not something they know what it is. It's not something they feel. It's not something they care about, you know? Like it is a completely innocent thing, and getting so worked up over it, not punishing your daughter, but like speaking to her firmly and like you're angry for something they don't even understand why is wrong, and you aren't telling them why it's wrong either. You know, that's the thing as well. It's like, no kissing, you're not allowed to kiss boys. And it's like, why? And what's the reason? What do you have, if you're going to set a rule, you have to have a reason for the rule. As they get older, they figure it out. They know what isn't okay. They learn new boundaries or whatever. Like, you can talk about why kissing isn't okay, and who it is and isn't okay to kiss and why. You've got to actually set rules and tell them why they exist, or there is no point in having the rules. Now, away from the content where they're just trying to put their 3-year-old child in relationships for views, they also have really great content such as this one.
Oh my gosh. Do we not have any watermelon in the fridge?
No.
No.
Oh, she's saying more watermelon. Oh, that's so sad. More watermelon. Do you want... Oh, she's like looking at the fridge. We don't have any in it. You ate it, baby. We gotta go to the store.
We can go to the door right now.
Okay, let's go.
You always protect her, baby.
Yeah, from the monsters.
Well, monsters aren't real.
Always stay on couch.
Oh, she's safe on the couch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your child is crying. This is like a child who I believe is under the age of 1. Not that that matters anyway. And she's crying. And your first response is to pick up your phone and film her crying to post on TikTok. That's how you're dealing with your child's emotional breakdown? And like kind of borderline making fun of it and like patronizing it, being like, oh, you're sad we don't have any watermelon. Isn't that so sad? Look, she's looking at the fridge because she wants watermelon. Like maybe comfort your child without a phone in her face. Maybe try to talk this out and have a resolution without having to share your child's emotional breakdown on the internet. And then bringing the sister into the room to be like, make content out of, look how good of a big sister she is. That's another thing they do, is they make like protective big sister content where they bring her in and they like coach her or tell her how to look after her sister or whatever. And it's usually her telling her parents off like, you have to do this to make her happy right now. And like, just deal with this off camera, please. Like, it's good to have siblings look out for one another and like have a strong relationship. But if you are like encouraging these interactions through like scripting or like bringing your daughter into the room to look after your other child, like you are setting up this unhealthy relationship of being like, we are not going to help your young sister. That is your job. We're going to film you while you take care of your sister. You make decisions. You tell your parents how we are meant to look after your sister. That is not her job. That's not her job. You sort out how to look after your own child and you do it off camera. Do not just upload videos of your kid having a breakdown on the internet. Don't fucking do that. What's wrong with you? Why is that your first instinct? Imagine if whenever you started crying over something, someone just, instead of comforting you, someone came up to you and was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Why are you crying? Aw. Do you want a hug? Aw, isn't that sweet? Too bad I can't give you one because I'm too busy with my phone in your face. What do you want? Do you want me to go get someone else to look after you? That would make really good content. Like, that's fucked up. Just because they're a child doesn't mean they're not a fucking person. That is a person who is unable to give consent to being on camera. As their legal guardian, you have to make decisions that are best for them. You are the one who decides what they can and can't do, and you are the one who gives consent. And the fact that you are consenting to your children just living their lives online to like 6.3 million people is it's fucked up. I know there was only one video that wasn't to do with the whole make Blakely go on dates thing, but I've been here talking about it for longer than I anticipated, and I have riled myself up a lot, and I don't want to watch these anymore. I think I've made enough of a point anyway with everything that I've talked about. I don't really think I need to reiterate anything. So yeah, basically, family TikTok accounts are the worst. They are so unbelievably unethical. Please do not follow them or interact with them. This goes for people who post like gentle parenting stuff as well. That's what's so interesting too, is that like people make exceptions for parenting styles that they are into, and it's easy to fall into that. Like there's a lot of people who upload like gentle parenting and stuff, which I think is like good to talk about and have discussions about parenting styles and what works for you. But like these parents also upload videos, and so many of them, of their children, and like including showing emotional breakdowns and how they talk down from that. Don't put your kids' faces all over the internet. They're still unable to consent to that happening. And that's not a situation that I think they want to be online doing, you know? I think it's fine to upload videos of your kids every now and then to like family members and whatever. But like if you are uploading videos of your kids in the hopes to go viral, you have your priorities completely out of whack, and you need to think about why you're doing that. Let your kids be kids. Don't upload them on the internet all the time. Unfollow any family channels that you do, and we need to bring in child labor laws around it because they are working 24/7 and it's incredibly, incredibly not okay. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope that you did enjoy. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. A massive thank you to my Sprout and Above patrons whose names are up on the screen right now. I appreciate you greatly. And a huge, huge thank you to my Kiwi Cat patrons: Michaela, Natasha, Lady Nutbar, Mr. Noodle, Radsack, Knitting Menace, Samuel, Chris, Elias, Danielle, Eldo, Jessica, Ikazel, Mandy, Josh, and Bobby. I love and appreciate you so, so much. Thank you so much for joining. If anyone else would like to become a patron, you go to patreon.com/SavvyCat or click the top link in the description. For as little as £1 a month, you get my videos a day early. And then for £3 and up, you get things such as outtakes, bonus mini podcasts, live streams, vlogs, and more. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, The Queer Kiwi, and Twitter, That Queer Kiwi. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah. When you close your eyes, you replace